Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go! Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 5. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Let's make these babies proud.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Back to throw, Darnold. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
2nd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber, 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Darnold. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first.
Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down carry for Smith. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Ito Smith. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On second down, it's Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Darnold from the gun. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Try to punch it in with Smith, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second down and goal. Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this one is right down Broadway. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 20. Yard line.
Go! At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
And the Jets first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Show team, spell.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Now it's Smith running right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They keep it with Smith on first down. And this time he's going backwards. So After the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
We're going to start.
Mike 29.
You don't know no better. Hey, ready?
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw is Darnold. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now it's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. And logo. Any weapons?
A gain of 3.
He's checking.
At the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
49's the mic, 149. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
61, matchbox, light to go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Smith. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Smith. And an alley to run. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They try and run on 1st down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's get it. 29 on Mike 29. Get ready. I got you, sir.
Give me 2 jet bombers. Give me 2 jet bombers.
A give to Smith out of the gun. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Hey, hold it.
He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.